Welcome back to Veggie Quest, where we play as the puzzle constructor, trying to get this number at the top right as high as possible. For example, this took 9 moves, but if I spam a bunch of walls, I can make it take a lot longer. Yeah, you've probably watched that there are like 20 videos in this series already. And yeah, the character is being controlled by a perfect AI that tries to find the fastest solution possible, even though we're trying to make it take as long as possible. This character can teleport through 1 thick walls as well, which also saves the turn. But the world's gimmick is actually about this evil bunny, which has all this fog that disables the character's base abilities, so this is impossible. Like, I cannot win the level because it's disabled the ability to teleport through walls there. So, what path do we actually make? We could, like, block this off, which looks interesting. That's 29 moves. I could improve it like this, by making it do another walk, but that's not good enough. We want to get these carrots. 1 carrot beats the level, 3 carrots is the most, is actually what I've been aiming for like all the levels so far. So of course, because it can teleport, we should make like double stacked walls or something early on. And then what for here? These we can get away with putting this 1 gapper because these are covered by fog and this covers a very specific radius. Something like that. Wow, it's almost the same as before. Suppose I could do that, though. Actually, no, I can't do that because it'll just teleport through. Okay, you need something better than this. Alright, what about this layout? Oh my god, it's like it's like the same. How do I improve this? Maybe I need to use it like something like here. But it just skips over that. Okay, this is not working. I suppose I could improve it by putting it something here and here. That one is actually interesting at the bottom because you need to skip over that, and then you get to use the entire corner. I wasn't doing it at that time. Oh, that's 2 carrots already? But still want to get the 3rd one. Oh, that makes it seem closer than it seemed at the start. We haven't used the top at all. That's a way to use the top, isn't it? So it has to go all the way to the top corner. There we go, 35 moves. Okay, that's 3 carrots. Now the thing is, this game has introduced like so many characters. Like, everything, like, there's so many characters in the game. So, surely every level will probably have a new character. And we'll get to see its interaction with the fog thing. This, we actually have to place one. Let's look at that. So, first of all, we have a very different selection of things to place. We can place infinite walls, infinite buttons, 1 lever, 1 laser, and 1 fog thing. So, we also have this character which can spend a turn to save state or to load state. Well, I mean, first of all, these buttons and the infinite button, they both do nothing by themselves. It has to interact with the laser, so I wonder how the laser is going to work out. Traditionally, there's stuff like that. This is actually something we've done in a previous level, and then we can place the infinite button there. So the idea is that, well, I hope it's probably not very obvious what's going on there, but basically, there's the threat of a laser on every turn. It's funny that's 84 moves and it's nowhere near completion. And first, of course, this shroom represents a save state teleportation. And the idea is that when you press the button, the laser's going to turn on the next turn and kill the shaman, so that's why it needs the save state to get out of there. Now, what does the fog mean exactly? It seems to still be able to place it on the... No, maybe it's out of range? Okay, so that's going to take longer because it can't put the shroom directly on that infinite toggle button anymore. It needs to place it outside of the range. I also assume that if I put it in there, it's not possible anymore. And I think the reason of that is because it will also block you from loading state, aka teleporting back to your save state, if I put it here. So, this wants to be in the range of the infinite button. But we also want an excruciatingly long path to the button as well. I'm not sure this is going to be enough moves to add on, though. Something like that. Well, okay, that's not possible. Somehow. Oh yeah, because this is in the way. The evil thing is literally in the range. I'm not sure the radius is covering enough, but we'll try. This seems to only be able to like double the amount of steps it's gonna take, but that's not enough. This level is gonna be like 500 steps or something at the maximum. Also, I forgot, like, I thought there was a level where you, like, did that and it was even better in terms of moves wasted. That would seem to get less space for the time you spend in there, though. But we can still try it. This does seem a lot better. It's gonna be like at least 300. But if this isn't like 3 carats, or at least it doesn't even beat the level. Never mind about the 300 thing. Well, actually, I don't know why. I should put it there. That's a way better spot. I don't see this getting to 3 carats though. Wait, this actually adds a lot more moves. Well, no, it doesn't. What am I even saying? Okay, it got 1 carat, but not the other 2. We'll also try horizontally, I suppose. So what does that look like? Huh. Oh, it's 2 carats? Okay, wait, we could do a lot better. It doesn't even cover the right side very well. Oh my god, there's seriously too many designs that just do 266. Ugh, where does this get placed anyway? Like, it'd be nice if the fog, like, appeared when you put this stuff on the grid as a hover effect. But yeah, I mean, is it here? I think we need to, like, block the starting square, and then let's, like, make the path, I suppose. Actually kind of seems very, that seems larger in terms of the area that we covered. This might actually be better. Like, we're already at 100. Huh. No, this is way better, right? Yeah, we're 200 and we have 1 more button left to go. Alright. This might do it. Cool. 286. And that seems to be the exact spot for the 3rd carat. Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. Next level. Huh? What am I looking at? You don't introduce a new mechanic. What? What just happened? Evil God Pentagram Terrain creates fog aura on a single tile. So characters in fog forget their abilities and move like rookies instead. Okay, so fog means like it just turns into a character that can only move to adjacent squares. So this knight character turns into just a normal 4-direction movement. You know, normally the knight can, like, travel in an L shape, like the knight in chess. Battle advanced. Okay, so that's 6 moves. And why? What is this button here? Does it disable stuff? Who the hell knows? But we can also cover the entire wall with it. Cover the floor tile. What? I'm tempted to, like, move it down here or something. That certainly adds more. I kind of visualize this and try to set something up here. There's a lot of stuff that's, like, allowing for too much. I don't know. I think I'm making this too easy. Ugh. I think there's a cheese. Oh my god. What does this do? I can also put it there. So what's the interaction there? If I put it on there, is it just so that it disables the fog? I think that's what it is. Does make sense then. I'm really awkward to going with the top row. Like, I should, like, cover everything in walls and then play it like it's a domino match. Like, I don't know, this doesn't look that good, to be honest. Like, this is 14 moves. And it already looks like it uses a massive amount of the space. I could use this, but how is that going to be much better? Kind of messed up with this one as well. I guess teleporting here is good. Except from this position, can't actually escape without a cheese. Woo. Okay, this is an absolute mess as of now still, but this is actually a cool thing. Okay, let's block that freaking wall. Down here, this little L shape actually looks pretty efficient. This lets you get up here, and it's like already 12 moves. So if I do something like this, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that makes 1 carat. But that didn't really use this at all. I hate how much space. Like, I blocked some of the walls up just to see, like, the actual path this is using. But, like, the bottom is so much more efficient than what's going on the top right. Like, how do I make this L where the paths are, like, more connected? I could, like, try something like this or something. Oh, that's 14. It doesn't even use the top right at all. It seems, like, promising. Problem is, like, this is too easy to reach. Maybe here, and then if it goes in that section, there's still a way for it to win. 12, maybe not that close. Nope. It needs to, like, get up there, but not use too much of the left side. Like, wait, that's still 16. The path to the top right should be more like that or something. Oh, look at that, 18, and I didn't use this yet. Okay, this is nice. Okay. Well, I mean, this is a better place to... Oh, but it doesn't work. So it's a necessity to jump from here to here. So if I block it, that's not so good. And if I do that, there's probably a cheese there. I'm still not using the right side as much as I want. The vertical effectiveness of that is suspicious. I wonder if there's something I can do with that. Maybe it could be this. I know jumping into the corner is a pretty inefficient feeling thing. Maybe something like that. No, no, no. Damn it! It's so hard to use that button. Where do I even put this button? I go from here to here. So maybe put it there. But it ignores it, so we need to prevent it from it being ignored. Not there. Maybe this to this, and then it'll jump to the other side. Hey, there. Okay, there it is. There's 20. There's 3 carrots. Doesn't quite use the right side still. It's kind of ridiculous. The button is only helping for 2 steps, but there we go. There we go. Okay. Next, we have the ability to place these fog tiles. Oh, and the U. This character is not allowed for another character to be within it in the same range. So if I do something like... Well, it doesn't really show well in this example, huh? Just want to show off an example of this. Yeah, so you can see here that this always has to be out of range of that other character the whole time. However, with this, things are probably going to get odd because this will probably disable that effect. It does. It does disable it, but of course it does come out. And here's also another weird case where this like allows it to go in that corner of the radius. But it can't swap with the tile. That wouldn't work that way. So, the path is gonna be so complicated. Like, the levels with just this alone already had tons of, like, weird dead ends and turnarounds. So this is gonna be a huge mess. I don't freaking know. It doesn't work at all. So, like, this is impossible. But maybe with extra ones of these, it'll eventually become possible. This is the worst way to solve anything. And it's never going to work either because of the swap problem. Where the characters need to swap past each other. I wonder if I could put like a swap early on. No, that doesn't work. I think the best like outcome, in my opinion, would be if one had to like go behind the other. Suppose I could just try to remove more and more of these. Or like maybe some sort of weird babysitting effect. Where it needs to like go in some spot to shut itself off. Now, they could swap if they're both on disablement tiles. Don't know if that can be used. Well, apparently this is enough. Well, there's not enough, like, turnarounds, but that's better than before. It would be really cool if you had to go all the way behind again somehow. But, like, it's too skippable. I really want a straight line and a swap for some reason. Man, I can't do anything. Like, this only, like, uses it barely. It's, like, 33, whatever. It's not even worth thinking about. I like the one where everything was in a straight line better. I don't freaking know. This is not even a... What am I even talking about? Hey, it actually did swap. Hey, wait, this is better, and I took no effort to think. Wait, hold on. A swap can happen. You think a swap could happen again later on? Or does it not work the other way around because there's no incentive for you to do the other way around and make the onion move in front of it? I mean, okay, that's interesting that it freaking worked. Nice swap tiles, Danny. I mean, me. Okay, we got more swappage. Like, genuinely, what do I even do here? Place them... That doesn't swap the later one, but it somehow works out better. What the hell? And why do I have this in the first place? That also works. But no, it doesn't work good, so don't. Dang, I was hoping to get more than one swap around, and I don't know how to trigger it properly. I mean, I guess another thing is that for a later switch to be possible, you would actually need a lot more of these because the one with the aura is supposed to need to be behind it if I want to do another swap around, which would necessitate a lot more buttons to prevent collision. I don't even know what to call these things. Early swap is like what? 30? Oh my god, that's so similar. If I want multiple swaps, I better like place multiple. Like, that's a necessity. 39 blocks, so useless. Okay. What? Hey! Where are you going? What the? Don't solve puzzles. Solve vibes. I moved them here. This does more. It's a. I checked. It's like 64 steps. Woo. Can I place these like earlier? Would that not work? That actually makes you go earlier, which looks like a good thing. 65. I believe those swap spots can't overlap, except for the last. I'm not sure what to do with the last. I don't know. I'm just trying to nudge it for the longest nonsense. 64, that was not better. Here. What about the last? Like, do I really need 2 at the very end? Oh, that 67? Okay. Can we get +2 more? Okay, it seems like that one is necessary, but not the other one, in fact. Still 67. And it's 66 if I put it here, so I don't know. It doesn't work if that moves. Okay, I think we might be done with this. That was already a ridiculous solving experience. We're gonna go next, which includes, okay, these characters. The yellow jalapeno can only move up, right, or upright. This can only move down, left, or down, left. So it's like including the diagonals here. And this will change it so that it acts more like normal. So this is an easy way to do it. It's not going to be good, but you can see that when it's on there, it'll act like a normal character that can just move in normally. Oh, that didn't look very interesting. Huh. And what's the distribution of them? Surely one of them wants to take a lot longer than the other, so unless the two collide in some way that forces a difficult swap situation, that doesn't seem that relevant, and one of them should be taking a while, and one of them should not really care. But I don't know. This does not look right. I'll say that much. I mean, I might as well make it normal maze if I'm gonna play that badly. Lol. That didn't seem very good. Maybe one other thing worth noting is we don't really need that cage around it if we're just gonna ignore one of the 2 characters. This does not work out. I don't want yellow to be able to cheese get this one. Maybe I can place wall. What the hell am I doing? I mean, I really can't see a way that, like, one character isn't just doing nothing, but I hate doing that because it takes up so much space. Also, the unique move that each character can do is the diagonal move. Like, this effect does not have the diagonal as a capability, so maybe there's something with that, but that requires going in, what, a spiral to get anywhere new with it or something? I'm not sure I'm doing this in a way that's, like, sensible. That's 24, but you can see that I'm using that diagonal move that the character has. Man, I gotta come up with some better ideas. Like, there's no way. Like, one, I need to do something that uses more of the space on the board, which is a theme in some previous levels that involve these restricted characters. Like, the biggest problem, though, is how do I get a new row like the first one? And like, what's the other character doing? It's not working here? Okay. That's more space efficient, but again, for some reason, a lot of space is being wasted dedicated to red's nonsense. And if I, like, connect this and try to make larger rows of that, we're either gonna make red impossible or we're gonna allow a cheese on yellow. Funnily enough, that cheese on yellow is 23 steps and not even that bad. Like, is there a stealth diagonal that maybe red could enter? Like, if I do that and then here... Damn it, No, because yellow can also enter it. Surprisingly high step number, though. Damn it. I mean, yeah, because the freaking movesets are just rotated. Maybe it should just be like that. Then it can use a lot of it. 31, that's 2 carrots. And meanwhile, it's about as good as this. That was 29. We could maybe make this freaking corner better. That would make sense, yeah. We actually get to use this, like... Doesn't look that bad, actually. Oh, okay, that's 33. There you go. That's just it, then? It's just 33, huh? Dang. I mean, yeah, that really looks like it uses, like, the space to me. So... Yeah, look at that. I'm like 80% done with the game, apparently. We have one last level, this final level here. Oh, what is this character combination? It's not even doable right now. So, so of course these characters were introduced in previous parts, but this is just a pushable box, like in a normal block pushing game. And this shoots an arrow and moves as far as possible on every move, but it can't fall off the edge. So I don't even know if it's possible to do this, like, or to even push the box. That is the biggest question, whether this can even push the box with its weird teleportation move. And it's likely then that you can move it using these, because it would make the archer act like a normal character. Or if this lands on the pushable box, then the box can move on its own, right? That looks so weird. Ugh, now we're gonna have to figure out how to make this solvable and take a long time. But yeah, if the box gets on one of those tiles, it can just move around like a normal character. Same with the archer, which can also move like a normal character. It's looking like a real conveyor belt with that one. And there's no incentive for it to go on the other end of the conveyor belt, I suppose. Well, that's an interesting interaction where it uses the box as a wall. I suppose that using the... Well, I don't know if it's using it as a wall, actually. Is it? No, it never teleports to it. I'm not sure. But I will just assume that you can't push the box with the archer's normal move. Still, the archer adds so much nonsense. Feels like the best way to make this take absolutely forever is that, like, this needs to make a lot of pushes, but it takes archer moves to get to those locations where the pushes need to happen. But it's also weird because we are setting these up in locations where we expect the archer will push, but the watermelon can also use them incidentally. Another thing is that I think the archer might need to go on like a different location, like take a different path than the watermelon. I have this. This is so bad. Like, it's trying to do the thing. But of course the watermelon gets on the effective conveyor belt and makes it too easy. It's funny how much the archer travels in this version, but it's not even better. I don't even know how to, like, make the watermelon go. Like, I feel like it should be bottlenecked by the watermelon. And also, like, basic paths also score about 20. But that's nowhere even to completing the levels, so we need something obviously better that involves lots of turnarounds. And lots of pushes as well. Like, maybe a wall on the edge, like... That's kind of interesting because I'm trying to push the watermelon closer into the center. I wonder if there's a setup you can do where the watermelon is pushed up into the left. It's kind of the thing I was trying to do already, but I really do not want it to land on a conveyor belt. That should not be allowed. Problem is, in this current one, it's getting stuck in this location. So I don't know if I need to, like, do something like that. That looks so weird, but it's still not possible. Also, the archer gets stranded when it does the first push of the watermelon, huh? In fact, trying to visualize, the archer gets stranded a lot. And unless I want to put, like, this stuff all over the sides, it still doesn't work. Hard to immediately see what's the move that it's getting bottlenecked on. Maybe just, like, replace one of these... Okay, I don't... Okay, so that worked, apparently. It's doing the thing, like, okay, that's the best of 34, and it successfully puts the watermelon, you know, in a locked area until that point. Okay, so, like, do we need the edge walls? Because I didn't have them. Maybe we still need one. Because I really wanted to walk all the way over. Like, it would be more efficient if... well, it would take longer if the archer had to walk all the way over and then walk all the way back, you know? That's the kind of thing I actually want to do. Maybe the far walls aren't the problem, like... I had all these walls because every time an archer pushes, it ends up stranded on one of the watermelon tiles and then needs a wall outside, but... Like, they're all always on the diagonal, I think, the walls that are a problem. That seems to limit also, like, the locations the watermelon can travel to. Like, a lot of this has been failing so far. Oh, that one works, okay. But is this better? Not really. I don't even think it touched that wall once. Also, barely use the bottom right. I mean, bottom left. I mean, if it's barely gonna use it, why do I even have it? I would rather force it to alternate. Like, something like that, I don't know. 33. Even then, like, the wall I added here allows a nice cheat. Also, I didn't know it was possible to shoot an arrow through the watermelon. That should destroy the watermelon. If only it could, like, take a walk all the way around or something. Wait, if it can shoot over the watermelon, then, like, we could have a wall that's, like, there. we still need to deal with the problem that every watermelon push, we will land on a tile that needs a wall to support and come back. Well, that wall's not enough. Okay, this wall is enough. And hey, look at that. It actually walks around the perimeter like I wanted the whole time. Okay, wow, it's exactly 1 carrot, this mess. Okay, love the joke that this is the first move. Although, of course, I would prefer that it goes from one end of the perimeter to the other, but we don't have that. Is that a thing? That doesn't work. I mean, it still needs to get pushed for sure. Okay, if I move the thing from here, like the support of the conveyor belts on the top into down there, we get 46 instead. And actually, this seems to not use any of the walls at the top. So let's get rid of them. Like, we don't even need them. We can even do like something like that. It's funny that fewer walls are better somehow. 48? Yeah, but like, I guess the problem now is that all of the... Despite this being much better than anything I've done previously, these walls are still a little close to the target area. I guess this would probably add some more moves. And I keep trying to come up with things and like... Still not getting exactly what I want. Maybe I want everything to happen on the left and then walls on the right. Like here. So it should take a lot of walkarounds. I mean, this should work. All of my pushes are happening this way. Dang, that was not even better at all. I mean, to be fair, the reason is, like, fixable, but... Okay, here we go. This should be better. It's taking a long time to go there. I'm not sure about the push from this side. It's a little too easy, but hey, this is a lot better. Even though it got cheesed. Okay, this is kind of dumb, but, like, I thought this didn't work. Like, I guess because it's very easily cheesable. Like, if you try a staircase formation, it can just get pushed down, but I can just not have that. And then if I don't have that, you can actually alternate. And of course, okay, this is just 37, but look, we just need to, like, hit the top wall and make a big turnaround. So, honestly, like, it's kind of annoying the amount of walls that are here, though, but... Okay, now it'll actually do a big turnaround, and there's more steps to do. So this is... Of course it's 62. It's kind of bad that, like, the pushes from the top side are still so close. I mean, I know that I can make it easier and better if I block it off and do that classic thing. We can even remove that one. Okay. And that is better, to get a second carrot. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that I no longer have that one in there, right? The wall situation just cursed because, I mean, I can't do my previous thing with the walls. I should also consider the vertical flip, maybe. Although I think, like, the specific position of those carrots actually makes it impossible for me to vertical flip. Unless I add in, like, another wall there, because you can go from here to this square and then shoot an arrow at the wall, but you can't do it the other way around. So let's just return to the 72 and see what else we could do. For some reason I didn't try the long staircase either, but this is, like, it's just too fast between them, and I actually wonder if that's better in some ways. Like, could it be? I feel like the wall is just too centered, and there's no turnarounds to make you waste a lot of time, so this isn't really the key for the best strategy. I honestly would prefer that there's only, like the fewer walls there are, the more we can kind of control the archer in a way, and, like, maybe this could result in the longest turnarounds, although I do notice there's a cheese. Like, if you imagine something aiming at this, it could simply, like, go on this tile and then shoot an arrow and hit this wall. Like, it doesn't need to take all the way around. This doesn't even work anyway, because there's still locations, like this one, that are stranded from walls, which is so annoying. Turns out you don't even need this wall. Placebo effect is what you'd call this thing, because it doesn't change it. Have I tried vertical flipping this thing yet? I mean, if that wall doesn't matter, we could, like, I mean, it doesn't really seem to... I mean, 64 is, like, okay. You can put a bigger gap between that now. Even do that. What? Oh, what? That's not... Okay, whatever. Somehow that's not possible if you do that. I don't know. 70. I like how it's close, even though this looks very similar. Like, do I even need anything here? You kind of don't. Well, then, I mean, I swear, this is such a tease. It really is. Oh, 75. That's better by 2. Why doesn't this work though? It's because the player is gonna go here and needs to hit a wall, and adding that wall will probably... Okay, whatever. That's annoying. By the way, the sequence here where it's like, it goes all the way down, I feel like this is actually, there's like a small optimization here. You could do that instead and it'll take the longest to reach this square while not affecting the lengths of the other ones. But yeah, this, it's not going to be that much. It's like going to be +2 or something, 77. Also, the final step where it goes like from here to here is too easy. If I switch it there, that's way better, right? 82! The sad thing is that I suddenly have this feeling that inverting it back to the walls over here is gonna be better, but because it can wrap around these better. Like, doesn't it have an even bigger staircase if I do it this way? Maybe I'm just losing it again. It's just because it feels like if the 2 carrots were like here and here, then we would have an even longer path that we could make. And we could do that by inverting everything across the diagonal. Just that I'm totally going to forget how the hell I did everything, you know? Boop, 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 and then boop, boop, and boop. But it doesn't work, because I play bad. Okay, like... this is better. That's so much... that's... okay, it's interesting that it was so much better, like, only 1 less for how little effort. I mean, like, even this could have a... no, I guess not. What the heck is this 3 carat, man? I don't even remember why I put those walls there. It was because there was a satisfying turnaround, but it clearly blocks the length the staircase can be. And of course the staircase can't go all the way because then the archer can't reach to the very end of this. But I don't know, maybe that's also another way you could do it. Dude, this is so... 91! And you could improve it slightly with that. Oh, whoa, you can do it even with that. I don't even know if that's better, to be honest. That was not better. It's probably better if I put that there, because the hole at least adds time. I don't know. This is like about... well, this feels more... it still feels improvable. Man, I've had enough headaches for today. This freaking level, man. Hopefully the next world will have a more approachable mechanic. Warlock can summon a short-lived demon? Alright, you didn't do anything, but sure, whatever you say. Anyway, goodbye.